and took my daughter and did what he did with her.
A father's heartbreak as we learn new details about the death of 1-year-old Shaylyn Ammerman. And now the family seeks answers and what investigators confirm is a homicide. We continue to follow the breaking news about baby Shaylyn. The coroner tells us the little girl died of asphyxiation.
So far, one person's behind bars, and police promise that their work right now is far from over. We are in Owen County, of course, bringing you team coverage led by RTV6's Todd Connor. Todd?
Jason and Erica, right now we are at the Spencer Police Department, and just minutes ago we got brand new information from the Indiana State Police on Shaylyn's on her death and disappearance. Of course, someone took her from her crib in her family's living room early Wednesday morning. Her body wasn't found until yesterday evening, more than a day later. A coroner, as you said, ruled her death as asphyxiation and called her death a homicide as well. Call 6 Investigates reporter Paris Lubell joins us now. He's been following this investigation very closely from the very beginning. And what can you tell us?
Scott, right now, police are telling us the latest information is that they're still processing the crime scene, and right now they don't expect to charge anyone else, but that very well could change. Again, it was just recently yesterday when they found the body that they deemed the Indian Creek and where the White River meet a crime scene. And today we were learning that that was a very large crime scene, and it was really only accessible by ATV or on foot. It wasn't really, there was no road down there. There's not really a made path, so it's very difficult for them to go through. A lot of evidence down there as well that they have to go through, and they're combing the area to see if there's any thing that might have been left behind by one of the suspects or by a suspect. Right now, no one charged with murder in this case, though. State police say it's an ongoing investigation. We heard from the trooper here just a little while ago on the latest in the investigation.
No additional arrests have been made at this time. I don't anticipate any additional arrests being made in the near future. But again, this case is ongoing. This case is still being investigated. So we're still going to see what happens there. Again, we're just getting started. It could be days, it could be weeks. Lots of questions still remain to be answered.
And police sources telling us they are still doing lots of interviews today and still possibly doing some more polygraph tests here in the future. Right now, they have one person in custody in connection to this case. It's 22-year-old Kyle Parker. He's charged with 2 counts of obstruction of justice, failure to report a dead body, and unlawful disposition of a dead body. Now, those charges are all preliminary. The prosecutor will have to create formal charges. That likely won't happen until Monday or Tuesday. Again, he's not been charged with murder. Police say they just have so much more to investigate and a lot more questions that they're hoping to get. All right, Call 6 Investigates Paris Lubell, thank you very much for that update. RTV6's Mike Pelton has been outside of the family's home, just a few blocks from here, as a matter of fact. Earlier today, he spoke to Shaylyn's father, and he told him that he wants to know why Kyle did what he did.
Well, as the coroner ruled Shaylyn's death a homicide by asphyxiation, questions tonight remain about how her body wound up roughly 7 miles away from her father's home. And today, Shaylyn's dad and uncle took us back to Tuesday night and the moments before they say they were betrayed by a friend.
The last time I saw Shaylyn was in her bed, and I leaned down, and I said, "Daddy loves you," and gave her a kiss and hug good night.
Justin Ammerman tells me he does not know what happened to his daughter after that, but he knows he will forever miss Shaylyn's smile.
She did this with her hands, and it brought tears to my eyes every time.
Justin and his brother, Adam, say 22-year-old Kyle Parker, arrested in connection with Shaylyn's death, was at their house Tuesday night before Shaylyn disappeared. Adam says he, his stepdad, and Kyle hung out and drank alcohol while Justin went to bed in another room.
We were sitting down watching TV, and yes, we had a few drinks.
Adam says he began dozing off.
At roughly 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I heard the front door open, and I look out my window, and Kyle's walking down the yard to his car. I open my window. I yell out to him, "Kyle, where are you going?" He never answered me back. He just got in his car and took off.
Adam tells me he did not see Shaylyn. The brothers tell me they don't know what happened to the 1-year-old next, but feel Kyle is to blame.
Why? Why did you take my daughter and kill her?
He had to have
Somebody
accomplice pitting him up to it or something. I honestly don't think he would act alone and do this alone.
Prosecutors are not expected to make a formal charging decision on Kyle Parker until next week, and we still don't know his alleged role in Shaylyn's disappearance. The how, the why, and who are still a mystery.
I'm so stressed that I wish I could take back time and save her.
And back out here live outside the father's home, you can see an ever-growing memorial of teddy bears right here in the middle of the street. Meanwhile, a vigil is planned for baby Shaylyn. That will take place tonight at 7 o'clock over at Cooper Park. Todd, back to you.
Mike, thank you. Of course, the father there very shaken up by the loss of his daughter. And in talking with a church member earlier today, she said the feeling here in Spencer is just one of grief. They can't believe someone would do this to a little girl. We will be live at that vigil later tonight, just a few blocks from here. As a matter of fact, Jason, it starts at 7 o'clock. We'll take you there live. That is the latest from Spencer. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Todd, and we continue to work for you right now, digging for answers and new information in the baby Shaylyn case. As soon as we uncover anything new, we'll bring it here for you on air and post it for you through the RTV6 app.
Covering the State House.